Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It was a crisp Monday morning at the Good Morning Britain studios. The cameras rolled as usual, the crew bustled behind the scenes, and the hosts flashed their practiced smiles. But today, something felt different. Something was about to crack the polished surface of breakfast television. Charlotte Hawkins, the seasoned and graceful anchor, sat at her desk under the soft studio lights. Known for her composure and warmth, she was the kind of presenter who could switch from breaking news to feel-good stories without missing a beat. But this morning, she wasn't quite herself. The program was midway through its third hour. The usual mix of headlines, weather, and light-hearted banter had rolled on until they cut to a heart-wrenching segment about children's hospices struggling to survive due to funding cuts. A pre-recorded video played. It featured a 7-year-old girl named Eliza, frail but smiling, playing a tiny keyboard beside her hospital bed. Her mother's voice narrated their story. The sleepless nights, the endless hospital visits, the joy Eliza found in music despite her illness. As the video faded and the cameras returned to the studio, a heavy silence fell. Charlotte opened her mouth to speak, but the words caught. She blinked fast, her hands trembling slightly. She began, but her voice cracked. Ben Shepherd, her co-host, turned to her with concern. "Charlotte, you are right." She shook her head gently, brushing a tear from her cheek. The teleprompter kept rolling, but Charlotte wasn't reading it. She was somewhere else. With Eliza. With every mother who'd fought for their child, every family who'd ever waited in hope. "I'm sorry," she whispered, her voice breaking completely now. I didn't expect it to hit me like that." There was a long pause. The studio crew stood frozen behind the cameras. Some of them had tears in their eyes, too. Charlotte took a deep breath, trying to collect herself. "As broadcasters, we're trained to stay composed. But sometimes, stories just go deeper than headlines. And Eliza's smile, despite everything, just reminds us what real strength looks like." The producers quickly cut to a commercial, giving her a moment to compose herself. When the show returned, Charlotte had wiped her tears and smiled, though her eyes were still glassy. "I want to apologize to our viewers. This morning, I let my emotions show more than I should have. But sometimes, it's important to feel things. Eliza reminded me of that, and I hope it reminded you too." Twitter lit up almost instantly. #WeLoveCharlotte trended within minutes. Messages flooded in. "You don't need to apologize, Charlotte. That moment was real. That's why we trust you." Tears are not weakness. They're compassion. You showed us humanity, and that's what journalism is about. Later that evening, Eliza's mother posted a message online. "Charlotte, thank you for crying for my daughter. She would have loved that someone like you felt her music." The next day, donations to children's hospices surged by 300%. People had seen the story, but they'd felt it too. All because one presenter let the mask slip, just for a moment. Charlotte Hawkins never cried on air again, but she never apologized for her humanity either, because on that morning, she reminded the nation that it's okay to break if it helps build something stronger.